life, love, unity of ants. Ants live in nests made in the earth. We call them ant hills because above the ground they are shaped like hills. It is the queen ants who began to build the ant hills. Like mother wasps, mother ants work on their nest until enough ants grow up to do all the work. After that, like queen bees, they do not work, but the workers' ants will not allow them to go from home. The life of an ant. In an ant hills, we find queens ants, drone ants, and worker ants. The drone ants have no stinger and do not work, but they have wings. Their bodies are longer and more slim than those of the queens. Their bodies are round and dark. Queens and newborn ants who do not go out into the sunshine have a lighter color. The workers are smaller and darker than the queens and the drones, and they do not have any wings. Workers are of two sizes, large and small. They are builders, nurses, soldiers, and the servants of others. One thing I know about ants, they have no leader, no ruler. God created each ant to act as it should without being told. The main work of the queen or the mother ant is to lay egg. In a short time, out of each egg comes a lively, hungry little baby ant, and the larva is like a small white worm. This little creature needs to be washed, fed, kept warm and dry, and taken into the air and the sunshine. It must be cared for very much as the baby in our homes is cared for. The workers who act as nurses are very kind to the young larvae. How do they wash these little things? They lick them all over as the mother cat licks her kittens. They use such care that they keep them nearly as white as snow. The nurses feed the baby ants 4 or 5 times each day. They prepare food in their crops to make it soft and fit for their little ants. The nurses also stroke and smooth the larvae. When the weather is cold, they keep the larvae indoor. When it is warm and dry, they hurry to take them up to the top of the hill. They place them there to bask in the sun. If any rain comes or the hill is broken, the nurses run to carry the babies to safety place. When the larva is full grown, it spins around itself a little fine net, which wraps it all up. When people see these white bundles in the anthill, they call them ant eggs. They are not eggs, but pupa cases or cocoons in them. The ants are getting ready to come out with legs and wings as full-grown ants. The pupa cases come in several sizes. The largest ones are for the queens and the drones. The next size holds large workers, and the smallest cases holds the smallest workers. In the hills, there are often very tiny ants called dwarfs ants. After the ants have been in the little cases of some times, they are ready to come out. The nurses' ants help them to get free. Many hundreds of them out of cases. You have been told that an insect is a living creature with a body made in rings and divided into 3 parts. Most insects have 6 legs, 4 wings, and 2 feelers. There is a great order of insects, which we shall call the hook-wing family. There was 3 parts. The first part is the head, and the ant belong to this family. They are the most outstanding of all insects. They can do many strange and curious things. You will know insects of this great family by their wings. The larger front wings fold back over the small rear wings when at rest. In flight, the upper front wing hook firmly to the lower rear ones. If you look carefully at some kind of insect, you will soon think that what I have told you is not quite true. Why will you think that? You will say to me, the fly has only 2 wings, not 4, and the ant has no wings at all. Aha! But wait until you study about ants and flies and see what you will think then. Which contains the mouth, eyes, and the feelers. The mouth of all the hook wings insect have 2 jaws of cutting or for carrying things. The mouth is nearly as wide as the head. Above the mouth are 2 knobs. These knobs are 2 big eyes, one on each side of the head. On the top of the head between the 2 big eyes, there are some little eyes. You see, insects are as well supplied with eyes as grapes is. Or the abdomen of the body of many insects is fastened to the middle part or thorax by a small joint. God created insects in this way because of they needed to bend or even double up to do some of their work. The hook-wing family or order is divided into great kinds. The insect of kind carry a little saw. The insect of other kind carry a sword. The sword is a stinger which is used to fight battles or to kill things for food. The saw is the blade that is used to cut holes in plants to make nice soft nests or houses for eggs. Among the so curious is the fine, long fly called a sawfly. Bees, ants, wasps, and others carry the stinger. You will see all part of which I have told you. Let us first take a look at an ant. Life, love, unity of an ant. The head of an ant seems very large for its body, and its eyes seem very large for its head. They look as if they will be heavy for a little ant to carry. Most ants have very good eyes and can see above ground and underground. But there is one kind of ants that is blind. The jaw of an ant have tiny teeth, which are often quite worn down in an old worker. Its jaws are well made of digging. Next to the ant's head, its middle part, or the thorax. On the bottom part of the thorax, 6 joint legs are attached. Its feet, which are also jointed, have small hands. They can hang up and down on a wall. Its feet are also made for digging. On the top part of the thorax are attached 4 wings, 2 large and 2 small. The upper pair of wings are larger than the lower ones. Many ants has no wings. Well, let me tell you the secret. The wings of your ants have been cut off or unhooked. Ants often have to stand on their back legs and bite the earth off as they reach up their heads to make a room. Sometimes they lie on their sides to clean off or smooth the sidewall. They have ever been seen laying on their backs, as men do when they work on their cars. An anthill is made of many little rooms. Some are connected to other rooms and some are not. They are bedrooms, nurseries, pantries, and dining rooms. Many of the rooms are shaped like a horseshoe, but some are round. The ants press and knead the floors and walls to make them hard and smooth sometimes. Take some food. They line in the walls with a sticky soil like paste to keep the earth from falling in. Some ants seem to make a kind of glue or varnish with which they line their walls. We can learn a lot about how to live together from the ants. We can. Ants are very kind to each other in their work. If they push or step on each other in their haste, they never fight about it. They also know how to work and how to rest. After a little hard work, they stop. As Proverbs 6, verse 6 to 8 says, "Go to the end, you sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no captain, overseer, or ruler, provide her supplier in the summer and gathers her food in the harvest." All of us will do well to heed this command, lest poverty come upon us like bandits, or shortage like an armed man. Proverbs 6, verse 2.